How'd they look out there tonight, Coach?
Actually, I thought we had a lot of good work special teams-wise. That's, and then when we break up offense-defense, it's the introduction to Troy and what we're going to do in base situations. And we got an extended work, and defense was a little salty, you could tell, and a little disappointed in the way they tackled in the last game. And offense is, just trying to get everybody on understanding, make sure they're going in the right direction all the time. So, I think the attitude is there and the willingness. Again, I don't think that's the issue. It's just actually performing, translating everything, and having the confidence. That's a big thing I see is there's not a lot of confidence. There's not a lot of confidence in going out and winning and doing the things because it shows, you know what I mean? And so we've got to find a way to build confidence in these guys and then on Saturday have some success and get them over the hump.
And what are the ingredients to proper execution? What goes into that?
Preparation, understanding what we're asking you to do, focusing in on what you have to do, preparing, as far as watching your opponent and understanding what they do and what they're going to try to take away, and then coming out here and going through it and actually performing it, on a consistent basis. And then you have that opportunity on Saturdays. And a lot of it is right here.
I was going to ask, which is of those ingredients, which is the one that needs to be worked on the most at this point?
The mental part. We are what we are physically. We're not going to grow between now and Saturday, so we're not going to get taller. We're not going to get faster. We're not going to get bigger. We are who we are, and we've got to get the most out of what we have. And our young men have to approach it mentally even more so than they have. It's funny, like tonight when I came down to both ends, and I told them, I said, listen, if you execute this final play perfectly, I'll cut your running down some. And offense, everybody talked, everybody lined up and pointed out, and they ran the play and executed it perfect. I went down there to the defense, said the same thing, and they all communicated and ran to the ball and did the same thing. So that's got to translate, into games and carry over into games. It can't just be out here. And again, when it gets into games, I believe that's a confidence thing.
It looks like Rucker is running well.
Yeah, he's moving around a lot better, and hopefully he'll be ready if we make sure we progress him the right way this week.
What happens with Pertile then? Is he?
Oh, he's going to have to stay ready at any moment for that, and then he'll go back and play some on the offensive line. But he will play,
right.
Because I've already pulled his red shirt, so he has to play.
Here with Georgia State inside linebacker Joseph Peterson. Joe, first of all, you're the only Georgia State player from the state of Alabama. Your home in Dothan is pretty close to Troy. Does this game have any special meaning?
Well, to me, it's just another game, another opportunity to play football, which is a blessing, I'm just happy to go and play in my hometown. Well, it'll be here in Atlanta playing against my hometown.
Talk about the challenge that the defense in particular faces this week going against a really high-tempo offense in Troy.
Yeah, it's very high tempo, so we're going to be running around a lot during practice, even if we're running around in special teams, running to get a drink of water, running to the locker room. We're just going to be running the whole time.
What about the challenge of how fast that they're going to get plays off and maybe not being able to substitute as much and things like that and just getting your calls? What kind of role do you play in sort of getting everybody lined up quickly?
Well, I'm going to be on the field the whole time, hopefully, and I will get to, instruct the guys on and off the field as much as I can, so we can get guys substituted in so we can be fresh.
Just talk about the mindset of this team coming off. Obviously, there are no moral victories, but what are some of the positives that you take out of the game against Alabama?
Well, some of the positives I take is, one, again, playing another game against Troy, and we're getting into conference. So, we look at the season right now, it's been 0-0.